Welcome to episode 2217. Michael Dorrel, infrastructure investment billionaire from Australia. 9 lessons. This is an outline of episode 2217, lesson 1 to 5, lesson 6 to 9. Lesson 1, the opportunity in Australia.
A lot of folks in this infrastructure game have Aussie accents, and the reason for that is that the asset class emanated out of Australia originally. And so in the late 80s, early 90s, a bunch of the Aussie state governments started to go bankrupt or pretty close to bankruptcy. And so they began to sell off these businesses that, up until then had been government owned. And so it started with toll roads and airports. And there's a company in Australia called Macquarie, which is...
Person 2, 25-year-old in New York at Macquarie Group. And in 2001, at the age of 25, he moved to New York with Macquarie Group. And 3, he co-founded Stonepeak. In 2011, he co-founded Stonepeak. Lesson 4, infrastructures are natural monopolies.
What's unique about these assets is they are incredibly essential. An airport, obviously, a toll road. But they're also natural monopolies in some...
Lesson 5, infrastructures are always changing.
It's going and identifying assets that have all these characteristics that maybe haven't been sought out previously. Data centers is a fantastic example. 10 years ago, data centers weren't considered infrastructure whatsoever. Now it's probably the most common infrastructure investment. Cold storage, I mentioned earlier, we supply something like 30% of the food products that need refrigeration.
Lesson 6, responsibilities of infrastructure.
To operating and owning these assets. There's a lot of trust that all the stakeholders are putting in you. You've got to have great engagement with regulators, great engagement with government, great engagement with the community. You need to be...
Lesson 7, his success formula entering new countries.
Whenever we go into a new region, there's really 2 criteria that are very important to us. Firstly, you want to see that there's a whole bunch of investable deal flow. And secondly, you want to make sure you've got the right team to tackle that opportunity. And that formula is what we applied when we first entered the US 14 years ago when we started the firm.
Lesson 8, the advantages of investing in infrastructure.
Experience. Infrastructure has these characteristics that are just so sought after. High barriers to entry, essential service, predictable cash flows, long duration cash flows, good inflation linkage. And
Lesson 9, what makes exciting?
It's the fact we're in this, we had this opportunity to grow a business from nothing and frankly create an investment class from nothing. That's what was so exciting about it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave your questions and comments below. Greetings from Iceland, Switzerland, and then Germany.